Okay, now we should move on to the Rankine's formula derivation. Okay. Rankine's formula for column. Okay, the first thing is Euler's formula gives correct results. Okay, correct results for very long columns. Okay, now, but when the results of experiments were performed by the Rankine, okay, now should be suitable for both the short column as well as long column constraints. Okay, now when the column is short to long, then we can apply the formula for Rankines. Okay, now so he made some experiments, and related to the experiments, he find some formula. Okay, now so what is that formula? What is the impact on that formula? Okay, now so how the way it is going to use for us? Those things we will discuss right now. Okay, first thing, we have one theory that I will write. So Euler's formula gives correct results only for the for very long column. So on the basis of results of experiments performed by Rankines, he established an empirical formula which is applicable to all columns. All columns means here either short or long column. Okay, now, but Euler's formula is to be useful only for long column. Okay, now, but rank can have found the formula which is applicable for both the short column as well as long column. That we are going to discuss. Okay, now, so the empirical formula given by the Rankines is empirical formula, the empirical formula given by the Rankines. One by P Rankine is equal to 1 by PCR plus 1 by PE. So this is the equation they have given. So here 1 by P Rankine, which is nothing but 1 by Rankine formula load for column is equal to 1 by PCR plus 1 by P Euler. So Euler column, we all know that it is most suitable for long column, okay na? So that it is automatically available here. So PCR is nothing but by the crushing, the column is going to get failure, okay na? Which is nothing but if the short column is available, then it is going to get failure by crushing, okay na? So that's why this formula have both short column application as well as long column application. Okay, now so that's why the Rankine's formula we are going to use for both the criteria. Okay, now let us note down what are all the things. Okay, where P is equal to P Rankine, which is nothing but crippling load or crippling load by Rankine's formula. Next, PCR or PC. Here we can denote as a PC. So PC is equal to crushing load. Crushing load. So that crushing load, we already know that stress equal to load by area. Okay. So that load we are going to take PC. So automatically stress is equal to sigma C. Then area becomes, area of the cross section is A. Therefore, PC is equal to sigma C into A. Okay. Next, sigma C is equal to ultimate crushing stress. Ultimate crushing stress. Whereas A equal to area of the cross section. Area of cross section. Okay. Next, PE is equal to P Euler. Okay. Crippling load given by Euler. Okay. So whereas Euler's formula is equal to pi squared EI by LE square. So here LE is equal to effective length. LE is equal to effective length of column. Now consider one thing, okay? So in this formula, so 1 by PC is available plus 1 by P Euler is available, which is nothing but P Rankine is equal to PC plus P, correct? So it depends upon short column failure load and long column failure load, okay? Uh, so just think about it. What is the, if it is short column, okay, the sigma C value is constant, so that how we can see here. So in this equation, that is pi squared EI by LE squared, okay, it is purely related on LE, okay. If the effective length is more, then automatically the PE value becomes less, correct or not? Okay. So if the PE value is very less, okay, now, then 1 by PE becomes very high. Okay, so when it is going for a long column, then automatically this value becomes very high and this value becomes very less. When comparing to this will be negligible. Okay, now, but when it is short column, this is direct value, PC value. So sigma C value is also a, we can get it as direct compressive stress. Okay, now sigma C is the direct compressive stress, so automatically it is depends upon sigma C. Okay, now, so if it is short column, automatically this value becomes very less. Okay, now when comparing to this is negligible. Okay, now at the time the value has been P Rankines is depends upon only by PC. That is, if it is short column, it is depends upon PC. If it is long column, then it is depends upon P Euler, that is long column formula. The long column formula is related to purely depends upon length. Okay, so this is the way it is going to interconnect. Okay, if it is short column, this can be applicable. If it is long column, Euler's formula will be applicable. Okay, so that's why this Rankine's formula is useful when the column is going to be a short to long. Okay. Now we will write down the theory. Okay, for a given column material, for a given column material, sigma C is a constant. Okay, then hence PC is also constant. Okay, so in equation 1, this is nothing but this is our equation number 1. Okay, so in equation number 1, the value of P Rankine is depends upon the value of PE. Okay, so but the value of PE is depend upon length, is depends upon the length. Okay, the length of the column. Okay, if the column is short, if the column is short, then uh, the value of PE will be small. Okay, then the value of 1 by PE will be larger. Okay, okay, I think the column is short, the value of PE will be, okay, if the column is short, no, the value of PE will become maximum. Okay, so that the 1 by PE value will become small. Okay, then the comparison between the direct stress PC to PE. Okay, now the PE value will be negligible. That is 1 by PE value will be negligible. Okay, so that we can take when it is for short column, the 1 by P Rankine is depend upon 1 by PC. Okay, and if it is long column, okay, now the column is long, then the value of PE will be small. Okay, now so that automatically the 1 by PE value becomes large. Okay, so if it is large, when going for the comparison, the 1 by PC is very small when comparing to the 1 by PE. Okay, now so at that time the column 1 by the, that is the Rankine formula 1 by P Rankine is depends upon 1 by PE. Okay, now so we all know that the long column Euler formula is most suitable for long column. Okay, so these two conditions if I'm going to have, okay, now if it is short, then it is with respect to direct stress we are going to have. If it is long column, then with respect to Euler theory is going to fulfill. Okay, now so the combination of both we can avail in the Rankine's formula. So this is the advantage of our Rankine's formula. Okay, so if the column is short, then P Rankine So it depends upon PC direct stress. That is 1 by P Rankine is equal to 1 by PC. If it is long column, then 1 by P Rankine becomes 1 by P. So this is the condition. Okay now? Now we can arrive the formula of Rankine formula. So that is derivation for Rankine formula. Okay. First, we all know that 1 by P is equal to 1 by PC plus 1 by PE. So PC, we all know that sigma C into A. PE, we all know that pi squared EI by LE squared. So whereas I, that is moment of inertia, we seen that area into least radius of gyration square. Okay. So by using this, we are going to calculate. So 1 by P is equal to 1 by PC plus 1 by P. So in the denominator and numerator, okay now, we are going to take the reciprocals, okay now, so which is nothing but P is equal to PC into PE divided by PE plus PC, okay now. So here we are going to substitute or sorry by multiplying and divided by, okay now, sorry, by dividing the numerator and the denominator by P. So P is equal to PC into PE by PE divided by PE plus PC the whole divided by P, so that it gets cancelled. So the formula becomes P is equal to PC divided by PE plus PC divided by PE. Okay. So here PE we are going to take it as a common. So PE by PE, if we are going to take it outside, it's going to be 1 plus PC by PE. Okay now. If I'm going to take like this, then this equation will come. So PC divided by 1 plus PC by PE. Okay. So now substitute those values. Okay now. And that is PC is equal to sigma C into A, and PE becomes pi squared EI by LE squared, and A is equal to, sorry, I is equal to A into K square. So that we are going to substitute. So P is equal to sigma C into A divided by 1 plus PC sigma C A divided by pi squared EI by LE square. So P is equal to sigma C into A divided by 1 plus sigma C into A divided by pi square E into AI, sorry, A K square divided by L E square. So here again sigma C into A divided by 1 plus sigma C into A into LE square divided by pi squared into E into A K square. Okay. So this A get cancelled. Okay, so the equation becomes sigma C into A divided by 1 plus sigma C divided by pi squared into E divided into LE squared by K squared. Okay, so P is equal to sigma C into A divided by 1 plus sigma C by pi squared E into LE by K the whole square. So this equation I am going to rewritten as sigma C A divided by 1 plus alpha into LE by K the whole square. So this is the equation for the Rankine's formula. Okay. So the Rankine's crippling load P is equal to sigma C into A into 1 plus alpha into LE by K the whole square, where alpha term is equal to sigma C divided by pi squared E. So here mostly all are constant. Okay, now with respect to sigma C value, we can find the value of alpha. That means based on the material elasticity. Okay. So with respect to that, we are having one table. Okay. So in the table, we can have the values. That is alpha values. So serial number, material, okay, then sigma C value, then alpha value. Material is wrought iron. So for wrought iron, sigma C value is 250 Newton per mm squared, so that alpha value becomes 1 by 9000. So second one, cast iron. So for cast iron, the sigma C value is 550, so that the alpha value becomes 1 by 1600. Next one is mild steel. So for mild steel, the value of sigma C is 320 and alpha becomes 1 by 7500. And fourth one is timber. So for timber, the sigma C value is 50 and the alpha value becomes 1 by 750.